Hi everyone, this is the video for the practice problems number 4 if you're in accelerated or pre-calc. So we're specifically thinking about domain and range here, and we're thinking in interval notation. So remember that that means you're using brackets or parentheses, and you're going to start using that for domain and range. So for domain and range, if we have individual points like this, we're just going to list the points. So remember, your domain is the x values and your range is the y values. So here I would have an x value of -3, an x value of -2, an x value of 1, and I see that that's repeated, but I don't need to repeat it, and then an x value of 4. So I would write my domain like that. And then the range is going to be similar, but on your y-axis. So from bottom to top, I would have -4, -2, so I'm going to be at 0, 3, and 5. So that would be all the possible x's and all the possible y's. So we're really trying to like put them in a box here. So if I'm thinking about domain for this next one, for this one, I want to say like, okay, how far to the right does it go? I'm sorry, to the left does it go, and how far to the right? So from left to right. So this is going out forever and ever and ever. It's going to go to -infinity. So I'm going to say, okay, it's going from -infinity, and it's a line. So it's all the numbers from -infinity all the way out, out, out. It's going forever and ever to the positive side. So it's going from -infinity to positive infinity, like that. That is for my domain from left to right. And then my range is from bottom to top. So I can see this graph is going down and out forever and ever. So it's starting at -infinity and it's going up, 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 up forever and ever. So if I wanted to put it in a box, I really couldn't because it's going from -infinity all the way to positive infinity. Let's take a look at one like this. So if I'm thinking about my domain, I'm thinking about my left and right. So my leftmost point is over here, right? I can draw a line. They're never going to go past this line. And my rightmost point is over here. So I can say that the domain is everywhere from this side of the graph, anywhere in here, right? And I can see that the numbers that corresponds to is -3 all the way to +3. So I'm saying from -3 to +3, those are the numbers. And since there's a point there, that's a closed circle, so I'm going to put a bracket like that, as well as on the other side. Similar to that, if I want to do the range, I'm thinking about the bottom and the top. So here's the bottommost point, and here's the topmost point. And the bottommost point is at this one here, which is 4. And the topmost point is here at 3. And those are brackets because each of these are points along the bottom here, and right here there's a closed circle there. We'll talk about this next one. So for my domain, I want to know how the leftmost side, so this is going out forever and ever, so -infinity over here, and then it comes in -4, -3, -2, 0, all the way, and then it goes positive forever and ever. So I'd say this is going from -infinity to positive infinity. And then for my range, I'm thinking about where's the bottom. So it never goes lower than this point here, but then it goes up, 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 up forever on both sides. So I know that it's going from the bottom at -5 to positive infinity, going up forever like that. So I'm trying to put it in this box. If possible, I'll put it in a box like this. But if not possible, I'll just draw as many sides of the box as I can. Okay. That is number 4 for domain and range. And then finally, let's do one that has that's kind of funky, like this one. So for my domain, I'm thinking about like the leftmost side. So this is going out to the left forever. So it's starting at -infinity. And then it comes in, and right here at -3, there's a hole. So I'm going to say, okay, There's a hole at -3, so it stops at -3, and then it picks up again. So I'm going to use the U. I'm going to write on the next line, but you could just write straight across. And then it goes forever, forever, forever until it hits 2. So it goes here and then up here, and then it hits 2 and it ends. So I'd say, okay, it picks up again at -3 and goes till 2, right? So that is my domain. It's all open circles, so I'm using parentheses here. If I'm thinking about my range, I'm thinking about the lowest possible point I could have. The lowest point I could have here is at -2. And I'm going to use a closed bracket. And that's because even though at this point here, there is an open circle, it's being filled by all of these closed circles here, right? So each of those points is closing technically at -2. So -2 is a part of our domain. And then it goes up this way and it kind of stops at 1, but it keeps going up this way. It goes through 1. So there's that one filling this thing for the purposes of range. And then it keeps going up and up forever. So this would just be going up forever to positive infinity. That's how you do a more complicated one.